Amazon Live? What the heck is that? Well, you've come to the right place, because by the time you're done with this video, your mind is going to be racing with all the new possibilities and all the new money that you can make as a creator. My wife and I have been streaming on Amazon Live for the last year and have made tens of thousands of dollars doing it. So if you're a creator who's interested in giving it a shot or just curious how much you can actually make, then keep watching. First of all, what is live shopping? You know, sometimes it's called live commerce or shop-attainment. I don't know who came up with that one. So just think of it as QVC, but with influencers. So essentially the way it works is you talk about a maximum of 40 products per stream that are available for sale on Amazon, and there's a product carousel next to the video where our viewers can click out and purchase immediately. And if they buy the item, you get a commission. And if you've been part of the Amazon Associates program, it's the same commission levels. So what can you talk about? Literally anything, as long as you're featuring the products in the live stream. As long as it's for sale on Amazon, you can talk about it. So what my wife and I do is themed live streams. So a home decor stream, or a fashion haul and try on, or a kids toys stream, right? You're only limited by your creativity. So how do you sign up? So the first thing that you actually need to do is sign up for the Amazon Influencer Program. So if you've ever followed other creators and they've like sent you to their Amazon storefront, that's what that is. So you'll need to go through the sign up process and get approved. Then when that is done, you can download the Amazon Live Creator app, which is currently only available for iOS devices, but I do know that an Android app is coming. So this is what the app will look like when your followers are actually watching your live stream, but there's a whole set of like administrative tools where you can schedule your live streams and all the products, put all the products in the carousel that you want to include. And essentially you can also just go live straight from your phone. So if you really want to take your streams to the next level, the Amazon Live Creator app actually allows you to use an external source to go live. So what this means is that you can use a software program like OBS or Restream that allows you to use a high quality camera and microphone setup so that your live streams look super polished. By the way, I'm a Restream partner and a big fan of their live streaming software. So if you want to check it out for free, check out the description box below. So what April and I do is we actually pre-film a bunch of footage prior to the live stream that we can overlay while we're talking about the item, right? And you can imagine how this would be pretty useful for things like clothing try-ons or, you know, close-ups of items where it's hard to really get an understanding of the product. Let me actually show you a quick example from one of our streams. So this is the Samsung Galaxy Watch 3. This is the watch that I wear every single day. Reminders, Samsung Health, other health information, calories, your
steps.
Does
it sync to iPhones?
It could potentially. I'm not sure, but I think that the iPhone, that's like for Apple Watches, and this is not that. This is like Android syncing. So don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure it doesn't. Yeah, I've been super happy with this thing. You can switch out the bands also. You know, again, this is 10% off today, almost 1,000 ratings, 4.5 stars. I have worn this watch every single day for the last, like, what, 2 years? It's pretty sweet, right? And by the way, I don't want you to feel overwhelmed by this, right? You don't have to do this level right away. I mean, you can start just by live streaming from your phone and still do really well. So let's talk about reporting. So this is actually data that you can see in your app. So this is the high level performance that, let's say, you have done over the last 30 days. Whoever this creator is, they shipped $257,000 of shipped revenue, which is a lot. But again, this is an example. You know, your earnings, it shows your earnings, like your commissions from that. And then unmuted views and video views. So the difference here is that a lot of people watch live streams on mute, just as they do on any other platform, right? So that's why it's pretty important to have like graphics, for example, in your stream that say, hey, click unmute or like turn the volume on so you can hear me talk about some awesome deals, right? So by the way, this is like overview of the data like collectively, but you can actually see stream specific data too. So like the product clicks area is like how many people actually clicked on a product in your carousel and went and checked it out on Amazon. So you can actually see that like on each stream as well. And then how many minutes did you stream? How many total live streams did you do? So you know, for stream specific reporting, you'll also see like engagement. So like how many comments and things like that too. So some pretty powerful stuff here. And I know they're working to like enrich a lot of this data. So let's talk about the different levels for influencers on Amazon Live. So you start out as a rising star. That basically just means that you're able to do live streams and earn commission. And you are eligible to show up on like the Amazon Live site. Like if you go to amazon.com/live and you potentially see your live stream there, but then you can move up to insider. And these all come with like different follower amounts and different benefits and things like that. But as you get up and up, like like A-list is the top right now. My wife April and I are A-list. You start getting amazing opportunities like showing up on the homepage, sometimes showing up on like different product pages. This has happened to us numerous times in the past, so it's pretty sweet. One of the other cool things is that when you go live as an influencer in the Amazon Live Creator app, your followers who have said, hey, I want to follow this creator on Amazon, they will get actually a push notification in their Amazon app saying that you're going live. So what you really want to know is how much money can you make, right? And so I would say it depends on whether you have an existing audience that you can drive to Amazon Live, right? The commissions that you're going to see are going to be, at the same rates as the normal Amazon Associates program. But the coolest part is that now you have a content format where people can tune into your show essentially. And the whole focus of it is buying stuff, right? Which is just inherently different than passively linking stuff in a post or an info box or bio, right? Also, we've been able to actually upsell our sponsorships from other platforms and add on Amazon live streams into the overall deal, right? So if the brand approaches us about a partnership for YouTube or Instagram or TikTok, we say, hey, that sounds great. And in the background, when we're researching whether they sell their products on Amazon, would you also like to add an Amazon live stream to that deal? So why should you care? Is this really something that you should invest your time in? So like I said, we've already started making a pretty significant income by adding live commerce into our content format portfolio as creators. But putting that aside, if you want to make a sustainable income as a creator, one of your responsibilities is to have your eye on the horizon. What is coming down the pipe that you think is going to be a big deal? This format has been absolutely gigantic in Asia, like especially China and Japan, for several years already. So it's only a matter of time before this goes global. And honestly, this format could flop. And that's just part of the risk assessment that you have to make as a creator. But what I truly think is that this format is still probably 1 to 3 years away from hitting mainstream. And that's exactly the reason you need to jump on it now, right? Because you're going to hone your craft. You're going to get better and better at being on camera and being dynamic in a live environment. And then by the time that everyone else catches on and tries to jump on the bandwagon, you're going to be way ahead. By the way, what do you think is going to happen when brands realize that they actually need to have a live shopping presence on their own platforms? They're going to need hosts. So now from the comfort of your home, in your Snuggie, you can be hosting live streams for a brand. By the way, we're not done. Watch this video about how to say pay me when you pitch brands first. Somehow when brands reach out to you, you don't feel as weird asking for money. But when you send them a cold pitch proposing a partnership, how do you bring up money? I give 3 really easy ways to do it in this video. So what are you waiting for?